उड़े देश का आम नागरिक Udan scheme was started by the government of India in 2016 for 10 years. Aim was, as the slogan says, that Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik means government want people, the common people of India can also easily afford the air travel, which will help them to decrease the time taken for the travel. In this context, government have targeted to develop regional transport by developing small airports in the India. And in this context, government have spent almost 4,500 crore during the Udan 1 scheme. Now, yesterday, Cabinet of Government of India have approved Udan 2.0. But this time, the allocation for Udan 2.0 is 28,840 crores. For the reference, in the Udan 1, it was 4,593 crores, and this time it is going to be 28,840 crore. By this expenditure, government is going to push the Udan scheme for next 10 years, starting from financial year 2026-27. The main feature of this Udan 2.0 is government is going to develop 100 new airports across the India, and focus will be on remote and underserved area. And in this context, to develop these airport, government is going to provide a viability gap funding, VGF. What is VGF? I will explain this thing at the end of this video. But government is going to provide a viability gap funding, and the total expenditure for this purpose to develop the new airport will be 12,159 crore out of 28,840 crore. Means half of the fund is going to spend on the development of infrastructure of the airport in the remote and underserved area. Now, the second important feature of this Udan 2.0 is not only government is focusing on the air travel in terms of the planes, but government is also pushing for helicopters. Pawan Hans Helicopters Limited is also going to be in the focus in that Udan 2.0. Government plan is to develop at least 200 helipads, and these helipads with all modern facilities, the helipads will be developed, and the focus will be on the remote area, so that the people who are living in the remote area, they can get easy access to the main area. So in this way, government is pushing for development of additional helipads in the India. Apart from that, government also recognized certain shortcomings of the Udan 2.1. In the Udan 2.1, government have targeted a similar kind of development of new airports. Many airports have been developed across the India, but these airports are not working properly. The main reason was high operation and maintenance cost. And because of high operation and maintenance cost, they are not able to operate properly. To address this issue, government have made a special proposal for this purpose, and under this proposal, government will provide 3 crore rupees on annual basis to all these airports which are having high operational and maintenance cost for up to 3 years, so that this maintenance cost and operational cost is not going to be added in the airfares. Means if government is going to bear some sort of operational maintenance cost of the airport, then obviously the ticket prices are relatively going to low. It will increase the traffic on the airport, more revenue income will be generated by the airport, and then after 3 years, government will remove this subsidy of up to 3 crore for the operation of the airport. In this way, government is trying to help the aviation sector and especially focus on tier 2, tier 3 cities as well as remote and underserved area. As I said that at the end of this video, I will make you understand what is viability gap funding. Let's understand what is viability gap funding. Imagine there is an important infrastructure project, for example, a power plant. And that power plant is about to be located in the remote northeastern area. Majority of the private companies are not interested because they are feeling that they have to spend somewhere around, suppose, 10,000 crore in order to develop that power plant, but they will able to generate only 8,000 crore rupees from that power plant. And in this way, this project is getting non-viable for them for the profit purpose. So this is why they are hesitant. Now the problem is government want that power plant in that area because the power is essentially required for that area's development. So from economics point of view, it is viable. But from the business and profit point of view, it is non-viable. So in order to address such issue, government usually asks private companies, you should initiate this power plant activity, and whatever the issue you are facing, company is believing that they will generate only 8,000 crore and the cost will be 10,000 crore. So here government will come with the smart solution. Government will provide additional 200 crore rupees to develop this power plant. In this way, now company which is having a target to get 10,000 crore rupees from the project, they will get it. So in this way, what will happen? Government has spent only how much? 200 crores. If government have taken the entire project on their hand, then government have to spend 10,000 crores. Secondly, because it is going to be run by the private sector, it is going to be completed in the more efficient manner and it can be managed in the better manner. So in this way, government will give the project to the private company. But why private company was not coming? Because of the unviability, economic profit, because of non-profitability in this project. But when government have provided this additional 200 crore rupees to the private company, with this project become economically as well as business-wise viable. And that is why this 200 crore rupees funding here will be called as viability gap funding. I hope you have understood what is viability gap funding. Thank you. And stay tuned with us for such kind of economic terminologies. Thank you.